Good evening. This is Flat Plane Fool here. I just wanted to do a quick rundown on the 2020 Bronco that's looking, or 2021 Bronco that looks like it's going to be released in the next couple of weeks. I've talked about it in an earlier video, and I hope the same thing that I hoped before. I hope they don't screw it up. I am their target demographic. I own both a Jeep and 4 Ford vehicles, for just to summarize. So if they make this thing and it ends up right, I'll easily trade it in for another Ford. Currently driving home in the Shelby right now. I have seen that it's supposed to have a 7-speed manual transmission in it, and more than likely they're probably going to put the 10-speed automatic in it as well. I'm hoping they don't screw up and do that very 90s methodology of thinking where people who buy manual transmissions are doing it out of frugality, trying to get either they can't afford the extra $1,000 for an automatic, or they want better gas mileage, which for the most part isn't the case anymore. Most automatic transmissions get better gas mileage than manuals anymore. So anyway, I hope they stick it behind all engines and not just the cheapest engine option. I have a feeling that it's just going to get stuck behind the 2.3 EcoBoost, and anybody who wants a more premium engine option is going to be stuck with the 10-speed automatic. Not saying that the 10-speed automatic is a bad transmission, just at this point in time, I feel that manual transmission drivers are driving manual transmissions because they enjoy it, because they're automotive enthusiasts. So if you're going to make an enthusiast version of this vehicle with a better engine in it, more centered for people who actually enjoy driving, it should also have the manual transmission option. Now, do I think that's going to end up being the case? No, I really truly don't. I think it looks like from some of the pictures that there is some sort of Raptor-esque version of it. It looks like it has somewhere in the 35-inch tire ballpark factory. The fender flares, the tires, the wheels, all of it very reminiscent of the Raptor. And I think that's going to be the high-end version of this Bronco. I hope that this version has, not just the 2.3 4-cylinder in it. Yeah, I know it's EcoBoost. Yeah, it makes plenty of power. It really truly does. I've driven an Explorer with it. It doesn't feel premium though. When you sit at a stoplight in your $50,000 Explorer and you have this rattly 4-cylinder underneath the hood, it doesn't feel like a very premium vehicle. So for that sake, I hope they offer the 2.7 or 2.9 EcoBoost that are rumored to be in it. Those two engines are very smooth and quite contradictory to be in the little rattle trap 4-cylinder that the 2.3 is. So I hope that that's the case. In an ideal world, I do not think this is the case in any way, shape, or form, but in an ideal world, they'd end up with a Coyote in the thing, because the original Bronco had a small block in it. Why can't the new Bronco have a V8? So it would be interesting to do that. If they ended up, the dream vehicle would be, for me at least, the 4-door Bronco with a Raptor setup suspension, the awesome bypass shocks, or some kind of, maybe even they do the Magna Ride shocks like they do in this Mustang, but set up for off-road, or maybe some combination of bypass and Magna Ride to make sure that this thing has the handling characteristics both on and off-road that they would be looking for. It'd be interesting. I doubt they'll do it. Anyway, 4-door version with a very well off-road kind of speed setup suspension, more than just a rock crawly setup like the Jeep has. That would be my ideal world. I think the suspension is the direction that they'll go. I don't think they'll put the V8 in there, but ideally that would be exactly what they do. If that was the case, I'd pick up that Bronco, call Whipple, and have my manual transmission 700 horsepower 35-inch tired Bronco, and have two J-Lee drivers that couldn't help but put a smile on your face. Anyway, that's in my ideal world. Get a 4-door Bronco with a manual transmission and a V8, and that Raptor-ish setup suspension. That would be perfect. You know, combine that with all the EcoBoost and all the rest of the technology that they have. Not EcoBoost, sorry. All the infotainment system that they have in all the rest of their cars, and a good set of seats for off-roading, and you'd have pretty much my other dream daily driver. So I'd be able to have my sports car and my off-roader both in the same thing. So I will tell you this, that going from the Shelby to the Jeep, while the Jeep is a whole lot of fun to drive with the top and doors off, it used to be more fun before I got this. Now that it's plainly obvious that it won't get out of its own way, it's a little less fun, but it's, you know, different days kind of thing. I don't know, there are very few days that I would prefer to drive the Jeep over the Shelby. So it would be neat to get a Bronco or something that could at least, you know, put a smile on your face every time you punch the gas. But anyway, that's what I got. I hope you guys have a good evening, and I will see you later. Bye.